way Billy Bishop went to see his Uncle John, who lived down on the farm so far.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah Phillips here in Waltham, Massachusetts. At 10:21 a.m. this morning, the two infamous bank robbers, Jonathan Windmill and his daughter Elizabeth, went into the First National Bank of New England carrying 2 empty duffel bags, a shotgun, and a hand pistol. Once inside the bank, they demanded all the unmarked bills, but then an alarm was tripped, alerting the police of the robbery. The two then took the people inside as hostages, which then started a standoff between the police officers and the Windmills. The two ran out behind the hostages, hoping they would act as some sort of a shield. But they then got into a firefight with the police officers that were waiting outside. Throughout the firefight that ensued with the police, they lost the money but were able to escape. This brings their robberies to 14 and their kill count to 27. Very gruesome stuff here. The police denied an interview, but said that they are pulling all available units on apprehending the Windmills. Here in Waltham, Massachusetts, I'm Jeremiah Phillips. Back to you.
Do you think they followed us?
Nah, we're good. Now, what did I say before we went in? I said to not trip the alarm.
It's not my fault. The teller was going for the alarm.
And you thought that shooting her in the face would help?
It's not my fault she fell on the alarm.
Oh, you little fool. If you weren't my daughter, I would ditch you on the side of the road.
Yeah, sure. So, what do we do now? Dad?
I'm thinking. All right, here's what we're doing. We're going to go to Canada.
Canada?
Yes, honey, Canada.
Why?
Because it's a safe bet the cops will be looking all over the states for us. So we're going to have to leave the country and lay low for a little while.
But why Canada? Why not Mexico?
Well, because we're in Boston, and Canada is just a few hours away. If we went to Mexico, we'd have to go through at least 8 states before we reach Mexico.
I guess so. Well, what would we do up there?
Well, I was thinking we'd stay with Johnny Joe.
Johnny Joe. Why would we stay with Johnny Joe?
Well, Johnny Joe, he owes me a favor. I'm the one who bribed the DA not to shut down his gambling houses after that whole abduction thing.
Well, what would we do?
Well, besides the gambling houses, Johnny Joe sells stolen cars to very rich and powerful people. And he told me if we ever ran into any trouble, we could take over the car dealing part of his business.
So basically just lay around his house and get work with his cars?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool, I'm in.
Really? Just like that?
Yeah, I love cars.
All right, let's go to Canada.
Well, before we go, there's something I have to tell you about.
What?
Well, last night at the hotel, I went outside to get some ice, and there was this female cop who looked like she was poking around, and...
What did you do, Elizabeth?
Well...
Oh, God, that stinks.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So, what, you couldn't just ditch your body before we went on a robbery? I mean, Jesus, why did you do this?
Well, she was talking on her radio a lot, and then she came towards our room.
So you shoot her in the face? Don't you think you could have been a little bit more discreet?
Well, sorry, I had to think fast.
Jeez, you're just like your mother.
So, what do we do with her?
Well, let's go try to find a ditch, and then we can ditch the body there.
All right.
All right, so we ditch the body, then drive up to Niagara Falls, and then we'll cross the border. And you're paying for the recarpeting so I can get that dead cop smell out of my trunk.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do it to it.
Hey, do you think since we're selling Johnny Joe's cars, would he...
No.
No what?
He won't give us one of his cars.
I'm not asking for him to give us one of his cars, just maybe a discount or something.
Look, we're here to sell the cars, okay? Do you want Johnny Joe to kick us out?
Daddy, you have to be so unfair. You do this all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Look, all I'm saying is that we are getting these cars sold. Why shouldn't we get one for, like, a Christmas gift or something.
You see, this is why we always get into trouble.
Hey, I'm selling these cars. Is it too much to ask for one?
Hey, you're like only 14 years of age. What would you do with one anyway?
That's not the point.